I would like to introduce myself. My name is Francis Hui. I'm from Hong Kong and I'm a Chinese. I obtained a master degree of professional accounting in Hong Kong Polytechnic University. And also, I'm a fellow member of ACCA. Now I'm working in Cambodia and Sihanoukville as a casino and hotel, being the head of the finance, the CFO of the company. So before I come to Cambodia, actually I'm working in PRC China, Hong Kong, and Macau for many years. For, for my work in China, I work at different companies' financial consultants to encourage and help the company for fundraising and also introduce them to do the IPO in Hong Kong. Besides that, I spent nearly 10 years to be a part-time lecturer, delivering different accounting courses such as LCCI, CIE A-level accounting, and also ACCA professional examinations. And for the last 4 years, I have worked with the biggest education institute in China to deliver ACCA courses as well. I would like to share of how I teach ACCA courses with you in this video. So whenever I have lessons with my students, first of all, in the lessons, I will provide with them with different lecture notes, all done by myself. For example, such as the strategic business reporting in ACCA, I have the keynotes that provide by myself. So the core of the notes that why I ask the student to use my notes instead of the textbook is because that I put the most important things in the notes instead of hundreds of pages. So such as the Kaplan and BPP materials, you will see that the text, they use over 500 or 600 pages. And it is very hard for a student to learn everything from that piece of textbook. So I will try to make exam focus notes for them. So I will make the notes within 200 pages in order to make them familiarized of what they need to be written in the examinations. I would like to make the notes into different accounting standards, and then based on accounting standards, I will introduce how they should work and how should they get prepared for the examination. For example, for IFRS 13 fair value measurement, so for different key definitions, they need to know what is fair value, and a very hierarchy into 3 levels. And then in the lessons, I will tell them what is level 1, what's the meaning of quoted price in active market, and how the active market be determined as the fair value. If the active market is not determinable, then they will go to level 2, which means that they need to see the quoted price for similar asset. And for level 3, for those that we cannot find any price or any related price in the market, then we will have other observable input, such as we will use the discounted cash flow method or income method or whatever. So after I deliver the course of the chapter, and then by the end of the chapter, I will have something like revision summary. Revision summary is the summary of every standard they learned during my lecture. And for the lessons such as IFRS 13 fair value measurement. So in this one, we will know that the revision summary, let's see. What is the key point? We will have fair value, the price that is received to sell an asset and pay to transfer a liability. And for the measurement, we need to have physically possible, legally permissible, and financially feasible. These are the keywords they need to learn. And if the examination, they ask about IFRS 13, and they need to write these keywords in the answer to do the standard application as well, and different approaches. And after that, I need to let the student to write on the piece of the revision summary. So in the revision summary, you see that the color in red is all written by me in the lecture. What they got in the revision summary is all blank. They need to follow the instruction and make them involved in the lesson as well. And I think this is the most compatible way for them to learn and help them to get the exam pass. So after the revision summary, so actually this is the basic part of the lecture. And moreover, of course, when we all take the examinations, we know that we need to review past paper in order to make ourselves familiarized. For the past paper part, actually we can use something like exam kit from the Kaplan or the BPP. But for me, I will have my own past paper analysis schedule for them. For example, I have the IFRS application set based from different past paper, and I have distributed into different kinds of accounting standard, such as IS1 2015 December question 2. They have asked about IS1 and IS2. So in the questions, I will highlight the key areas that they should consider in the question and put the solutions afterwards. And this will help the student. If they are weak in one of the standards, they can focus themselves in those related questions. And I will keep this file update every year. Okay. After that, the big questions. Although SBR have already changed the exam style, but some of the question 1 is still valuable for them because we can separate the original requirements of the question 1, and based on the solutions that we will know that how can we answer the question 1, such as through the workings. Okay, these are the workings. Although we know that the calculation portion of SBR is being low now, but based on the working of the old past paper, we can still use it as a kind of application to the questions. And also, I will make this all into one booklet and for the student to do the revision. After all of it, and then I will also provide some mock paper for the student and do a mock exam before they take the examination. So as my experience, my student, they take the OP2 course and the new SBR course, yes, they got a very high examination rate. And also, in order to make myself familiarized with the examination, actually I got my ACCA qualification around 12 years ago in 2008. And during 2018, when they renew the syllabus to SBR, I sit in the examination of the December sectors of the 2018 to take again the SBR examination in order to make myself familiarized with what the exam is. And finally, I got a very good result of that. And this makes me also keep on my ACCA teaching life in PRC until now. So now I want to share with you all my experience and myself, and if see that I have any opportunities to work with your institution. Thank you.